Clark just did something that no athlete has done since Michael Jordan.
Welcome back to the Clark Update. Today's story is bringing a huge twist to the WNBA conversation. A major deal involving Caitlin Clark has fans asking questions, while Angel Reese's reaction has added even more fuel to the story. What really happened, and why is this deal creating so much buzz? Stay with me until the end as we break down the details and the reactions. Let's get straight into today's story. Do you recall a time when the mere mention of Michael Jordan could instantaneously sell out of any product? Now for Caitlin Clark, a sensation who is upending the basketball scene and causing anxiety among WNBA veterans. They're sweating for more reasons than just the heat. Caitlin's current contract reflects the legendary influence of Michael Jackson. She's emerging as a formidable force, demonstrating that the new era of basketball may very well belong to her thanks to her extraordinary talent and growing influence. If you appreciate this content, consider giving this video a like and subscribing to the channel. Believe it or not, more than 90% of viewers haven't subscribed yet. It's free and only takes a second, but it means the world to us. So, did you subscribe already? Great. Thank you so much for your support. Now, back to the video.
Wayne Gretzky, Michael Jordan, probably eventually Caitlin Clark, where it's like individual people make an entire country tune into their sport.
1,000%.
Like hockey was never bigger than when Wayne Gretzky was playing it, and it was ridiculous how much it grew the sport.
Tiger Woods.
Caitlin Clark does more than just advertise products. She is changing basketball culture itself. Some seasoned athletes feel overshadowed by the excitement surrounding her groundbreaking collaboration with a billion-dollar business. This is more than just an endorsement agreement. It's the biggest basketball partnership since a young player from North Carolina revolutionized sneaker culture with a distinctive swoosh. The focus is now on Clark, who is dominating the corporate world in addition to the court. Watch this space as we wrap up with some motivational remarks from Jordan and share a special basketball statistic that connects him and Clark. Are you prepared? Now, let's get started.
Yeah, the crazy thing is I'm just seeing her last year when they played LSU, but she.
Let's contextualize this. Caitlin Clark is the first female athlete since Michael Jordan to debut her own signature basketball collection thanks to Wilson, the NBA and WNBA's official game ball supplier. With this news, you can almost hear Sheryl Swoopes gritting her teeth. It's interesting to note that Swoopes has recently focused more on Clark than her own illustrious career, showcasing Caitlin's emerging talent. Music. Caitlin's name is now being inscribed in the Marketing Hall of Fame beside MJ's. These aren't your normal basketballs from the gym class. They honor Clark's greatest professional accomplishments with sleek white and gold designs that include laser-ched motifs. The 3-up ball is one of them that honors her bold shooting range. The Crowd Maestro honors her ability to transform every arena into an unforgettable experience akin to a Beyoncé concert. While the Record Breaker displays her dominance on the stat sheet, Caitlin is redefining what it means to be a sports superstar.
We're the first athlete since Michael Jordan to get their own signature basketball from Wilson. She also becomes the first WNBA player to get her own signature basketball.
Wilson was unable to meet the demand. In less than 40 minutes, tens of thousands of Clark's signature basketballs sold out. Less time than A'ja Wilson needs to compose a cryptic tweet. It wasn't merely a soft launch, was a cultural phenomenon that was similar to the hype surrounding the release of an iPhone or a partnership with Travis Scott. When you thought the momentum was at an all-time high, Clark released another collection. Collaborating with a major grocery chain this time, you heard correctly. With a supermarket, Caitlin Clark is reaching sneaker-level sellouts. Her influence is expanding to previously unheard-of levels, bridging the gap between daily life and sport.
Balls are now available at select Hy-Vee stores. The designs are part of the Inspire series that Clark is doing in partnership with Wilson Sporting Goods. The tribute ball pays homage to Clark's time with the Iowa women's basketball team, and the Dreamer Ball is designed to encourage athletes to pursue their dreams. Both are available in sizes 3 and 6 at select.
Amanda Lamb, Wilson's head of global brand, clarified this. Caitlin Clark is a cultural icon as well as a record-breaking athlete. Translation: she is the player, not just another one. Wilson is placing a wager on her to lead their women's basketball brand going forward. This is not a short-term promotion. It represents a comprehensive brand shift. Caitlin's face is now the new face of the game, signaling a transformative moment for women's basketball and elevating the sport to new heights.
When you take into stock the fact that outside of Kevin Durant, aging superstar, LeBron James, 40 years old, and Steph Curry, There's not a single NBA player more popular today than Caitlin Clark.
The ripple effect of Caitlin Clark's success is resonating throughout the league. This kind of strategic move is reshaping the possibilities for female athletes. Clark isn't just reaping financial rewards. She's overturning the traditional endorsement playbook, creating tension in locker rooms as some of the league's most vocal critics find themselves sidelined without endorsements. Now, let's examine the numbers as they speak louder than any critic's tweet. Caitlin Clark's WNBA games are averaging 1.18 million viewers, which is 3 times the league average. She isn't merely raising the bar. She's launching it into orbit. This rookie is tripling the WNBA's audience, showcasing her unprecedented impact in a sport that is only beginning to realize her potential. And the most exciting part, she hasn't even reached her peak yet.
We knew Caitlin Clark was marketable, but she's been put over some pretty big names. In fact, some worldwide, huge, international names. 2 of them being Messi.
We knew Caitlin Clark was marketable, but she's been put over some pretty big names. In fact, some worldwide huge, international names. 2 of them being Messi and arenas filled, record TV ratings, and historic social media clips going viral every week. Caitlin Clark is transforming the landscape of women's basketball. Fans who didn't even know the WNBA existed last year are now rearranging their schedules to catch fever games. Why? Because every time she steps on the court, Clark brings a level of excitement that's hard to ignore. She isn't just playing. She's delivering a show, a one-woman ratings powerhouse, and an economic booster for women's basketball. She's attracting fans who have never watched a women's game before. To Gen Z, she's a role model. To boomers, she evokes memories of Larry Bird, complete with a modern social media presence. Middle America is embracing the fever as if it were the NFL. Everyone wants to be part of the Caitlin Clark phenomenon, except notably a few bitter veterans who can't comprehend how this rising star overshadowed them without even trying.
To be ahead of both Messi and Ronaldo is quite impressive. Steph Curry is behind her.
Spend time subtweeting Caitlin Clark and questioning her rise. Clark is busy constructing a billion-dollar brand. She's aligning herself with Wilson Sporting Goods and joining Michael Jordan in an exclusive club that now boasts just 2 members. Criticize all you want, but the statistics speak for themselves. This is merely the beginning of her journey. Don't just take my word for it. Listen to the legends. Mike Breen, the iconic voice of the NBA, delivered one of the highest compliments imaginable by mentioning Caitlin Clark alongside basketball royalty. This isn't a mere opinion. It's basketball canon. Clark continues to make her mark on the game, and the buzz surrounding her is only growing stronger.
She's doing rating-wise for the WNBA what Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Steph Curry have been doing for the NBA.
This isn't just about Caitlin Clark's performance on the court. It's about her impact off of it. Clark has evolved from being the best story in basketball into a marketing powerhouse. Industry experts now rank her as the 4th most marketable athlete in the world, not just within the WNBA or women's basketball, but globally. This remarkable achievement places her ahead of entire sports leagues and international stars, including a few bitter veterans who are still stuck sub-winged from the sidelines. Let that sink in. Clark has leapfrogged over whole marketing departments to become the face of the most dynamic movement in women's sports today. With her in the limelight, the WNBA is finally entering prime time. And this time, it's for real. We can expect an influx of sponsorships, expanded national TV coverage, and a more prominent seat for women's basketball at the table than ever before. The future is bright, and Caitlin Clark is leading the way.
The idea of some players being jealous, yes, that probably exists. Okay. To me, yeah, jealous, sure. I mean, would you be jealous of somebody that got $28 million a shoe deal or whatever the deal is before you step?
Not everyone is celebrating Caitlin Clark's rise to stardom. While she smiles for the cameras and transforms the business of basketball, some of the league's veterans are feeling the pinch. This isn't just any emerging talent. Clark is a superstar with substantial leverage, and that's created a tense atmosphere in several locker rooms. Consider this. A first-year player enters the league, shattering 62 records, attracting over 1 million viewers per game, and selling out arenas like she's Taylor Swift in high tops. It should be a dream scenario for the league. However, some seasoned players have responded with elbows, eye rolls, and even vague, cryptic Instagram posts. The contrast between Clark's meteoric rise and the reactions from some veterans highlights the shifting dynamics in the WNBA, leaving many to grapple with a new landscape of women's basketball. And what a lot of people weren't willing or were a bit reluctant to appreciate was the game music, on this young white sister of ours. She can
A
ball.
lot of people weren't willing or were a bit reluctant to appreciate was the game on this young white sister of ours. She can ball. And oh, by the way, she was a great ambassador for the game. And by the way, she came in there and looked out for everybody else. For 22 years, they couldn't get chartered flights. That sister got there and it was done in 2 weeks. That's who Caitlin Clark.
The WNBA has historically emphasized toughness, grit, and unity. A league where players fought tirelessly to elevate a sport that has often been overlooked. Then Caitlin Clark burst onto the scene, flipping the script as cameras, endorsements, and skyrocketing viewership followed her lead. To some, it could seem like she skipped the line. Music, but what they failed to see is that she had genuinely earned her spot. However, the anxiety surrounding her ascent isn't confined to passive, nasty tweets. It's palpable on the court. Some players have targeted Clark with greater hostility, presumably seeking to humble her via force. Make no mistake, this competition is personal. When players go chest-to-chest with someone like Clark, they're generally fueled by a chip on their shoulder. The size of a salary cap, no less. This growing climate demonstrates the intricacies of Clark's impact on the league and the competitive spirit it has generated among its players.
It's basketball, and then they treat it like a junior high school girl's locker room. Junior high school girl antics on the court. Instead of playing the game, they got to be drama because they're jealous. Instead of letting their skills speak for themselves, they got to be drama because they're...
What causes the bitterness? The answer is easy. Caitlin Clark has what many veterans never experienced. Wealthy endorsements, tremendous celebrity, and the cultural spotlight that appears to beam brighter than ever. Longtime players can't help but wonder where was all this when we were rising. It's a genuine concern, but it's vital to highlight that Clark isn't responsible for this imbalance. Even Charles Barkley, famed for his honest comments, weighed music in fiercely criticizing the jealousy thrown at Clark and spotlighting the negatives surrounding her achievement. These ladies, and I'm a WNBA fan,